Welcome to Invictus Motors. My name is Basheer Zaheer. Today we've got with us a 2013 plate Audi TT S-Line. When we talk about sports car, my first introduction to the sports car world was actually owning a 2006 plate Audi TT S-Line. And I was absolutely in love. I was so in love that I went away and bought myself a convertible sometime later just to experience what the convertible was like. But what I didn't like about the convertible is having to lose that 2+2 seat layout, that additional 2 seats when you really needed them, that once in a month sort of an occasion, you kind of missed it. We got this incredible Audi TT S-Line Coupe as a part exchange from a lovely customer that purchased from us a 53 grand, a Porsche 911 991 Carrera S. So this was something that he had owned for quite a number of years. He'd purchased this in 2015, if memory serves me correctly, and he's technically only the second owner of this vehicle. This is the TT S-Line. It's finished in an incredible Daytona grey color, and it being the S-Line, you get an aggressive body lining, an aggressive rear bumper, front bumper. The side skirts are more aggressive, and of course on the inside you get a lot of the S-Line interior tweaks, and of course this has the S-Line sport seats. The overall styling in terms of a sports car, I think the TT for me hits it, pinpoint, absolutely perfect. I think just from the styling, the way it looks, aesthetically, the way it drives, the way it handles. And you'd be glad to know that this also isn't just your standard TT or maybe one of your diesel two-wheel drive TT. This is the TT S-Line TFSI Quattro. Quattro means it's got the all-wheel drive system. And to experience a better level of driving when it comes to the TTs, it's actually quite good having it S-Lines, because you get the S-Line sport suspension with that. Also you got the 18-inch alloys, and to make it even that extra bit better, this also has the 7-speed S-Tronic dual clutch transmission. And all in all, I think these are all the right key ingredients for a superb sports car. Something like this is done about 36,000 miles, it's 2013, it's got 2 owners previously. Right now in the UK in 2023, in February 2023, will fetch you back circa £15,000. If you wanted to go away into the world of, let's just say, Porsches, for £15,000, you're just about to barely get into a Porsche Boxster, also having a very desirable engine. I'm just going to open up the front bonnet and just explain to you the engine that you have underneath this bonnet here. It is the S-Tronic gearbox. That dual clutch transmission gives it very crispy, fluid transmission changes. The gearbox works incredibly well. This has got the inline 4-litre turbocharged, this is a 4-cylinder engine in this, that produces an incredible bhp, 208 brake horsepower, 350 newton meters of torque, and the 0 to 62 miles per hour is possible in 5.7 seconds. And in terms of the top speed, you're looking at circa 155 miles per hour in terms of the top speed. These cars are also very tunable, so you can put better body kits on it. Well, you can put the body kit of the TT S-Line, the TTS or the TTRS, and the engines, as I said, they're very tunable. I've seen people do all sorts of crazy stuff on getting more bhp out of these engines. This is an absolutely bang-on stock TT S-Line as you would expect it from factory. Therefore, it's not been tweaked about, messed around in any way, form or shape. Let me just invite you in briefly onto the inside before I take you out for a test drive. As I mentioned, the TT S-Line sport seats, and of course this being the 2+2 the 2+2 layout here as well, you also have the additional 2 seats at the back. One might think you don't have a lot of space offered there at the back, but it's more than enough to put some bags in there and enough to actually carry the odd passenger, whether that be a child or an adult. It's not like I'll recommend you to that, but you can. And of course you've got the S-Line flat bottom TT steering wheel. That's the gear selector, which is also finished in both aluminium trim around here, leather, and of course you've got the air conditioning. You've got the benefit of the Audi Navigation Plus system, which gives you mobile Bluetooth connectivity both for your music and for your telephone calls. Let me pop the back bonnet open and just kind of give you a bit of a idea what you could expect from a space point of view here at the back. You know, loads of space and room to put stuff here in the back boot, as well as you can chuck stuff in at the back seat right there as well. These seats there, they can also be folded. That gives you even more room space, and that's the benefit of what you get with a coupe. This can actually come out totally. This can be removed, and if you need to put some, you know, flat furniture that comes in boxes, that can go in here as well. Let me just take you out for a test drive and talk to you a little bit more about the car whilst we're out on a test drive. We are in the driver's seat now. Let's take this out for a drive and find out what it's like to drive, and just talk to you a little bit more about the gearbox, the performance figures just one more time, and overall to illustrate to you, if you are considering buying this, because we've just got it in stock yesterday evening, and if you are considering it, it's to show that it drives and what it's like to drive, how it handles, the kind of speeds it can do, overall everything you need to know about one of these, and maybe get you to consider buying one of these, whether it's this one or one at another dealer. We do specialize in Porsches, so we do like anything that has good driver focused attributes, but at the same time with a certain level of comfort, and this is exactly what the Audi TTs provide. This being the S-Line Quattro, of course, as I said, the dual clutch 7-speed transmission, 2-litre turbocharged inline-4 engine. It's very responsive. It picks up speed incredibly well. I'm very impressed so far. Oh, and also produces an exquisite sound. I mean, the first time I took this out for a test drive with my customer that part exchanged this, I was pleasantly surprised how good it sounded. And let's do it one more time. I've put it all in manual. Second, gear, third, and fourth. I'm just going to slide the gear selector to the left and just manually change it from the gear selector. Go off into fourth. It handles itself very well around corners, picks up speed like a dream. I'm at about 4,000 RPM, and if you would want sort of manual engagement into the vehicle, it offers you that both through the pedal shift as well as the gear selector there as well. The sound from the engine and from the exhaust system that I'm pleasantly surprised that this produces. I'm very impressed, and I must say that this is thoroughly an enjoyable test drive and a very good turning circle, just turning around into that space there. The 2-litre turbocharged engine is incredible in this. It just gives you enough performance to get the most out of this, and as I said, it's a very tunable engine as well. It's the inline 4-cylinder engine that produces 308 bhp, 350 Newton meters of torque. The top speed is 151 miles per hour, and the 0 to 62 miles per hour is possible in 5.7 seconds. An incredible experience driving this. The gear changes are very fluid, very efficient. Right now we're dropping from 6th to a 3rd, and due to this being the dual clutch transmission, of course you've got 2 clutches one clutch works off odd numbers and the other clutch will work off even numbers. So you don't feel this dropping from sixth to second gear. It happens so quickly, and it's just such an immediate thing. To find it in such a small sports car, I think it's credit to the engineering from Audi. And the TTs have been going on for a very long time. I think they've perfected these cars to a very large degree. They've improved them generation after generation to the incredible cars they are. And by far, this generation of the Audi TT is my absolute favorite. Gary, our customer that part exchanged the Audi TT, purchased this vehicle in September 2015. It was first registered in 2013, so he is technically the second owner, so only one former keeper, and with Gary it being the second owner. Now it's got a full service history. Some of it is Audi, but the rest of it, since Gary's owned it, has all been done at a local specialist, and they've done all the necessary servicing, such as the drive belts, spark plugs, and all the fuel filters. It's been very well looked after, very well maintained. You get the handbooks with the navigation CDs and all the relevant paperwork for this Audi. So if it's something that you're looking to purchase, don't hesitate to contact us, and see you in future videos. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.